thing or not. Like I can't go on possibilities no more. Because if I die today, like I said in a previous podcast, the eighth universe is done. If I died today, ain't nothing you and Alyssa can do about the eighth universe. I'm done. The eighth universe is done.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me. Not for the time that I've spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains. I wasn't made to be a player, I was made to build a game.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack. We're back in the lab once again at 10:08 p.m. on this lovely Saturday evening. But before we get started, please trample over that like and subscribe button. We do this for y'all because we love y'all. And we just want to give y'all the motivation to be better than y'all were yesterday. How are
Only
we
if
doing,
y'all were listening.
Mac? Only for those who are listening.
Only if y'all were listening, because there's some people who need this information that we give every single episode. There's some people that we left behind who are still reaching for the dollar that's on the progressive commercial. He like, you gotta be quicker than that. They still reaching for that same dollar. That man that left the store already. And they still there. They need to be listening to this content. They need to be listening to this. Because y'all are the people who I'm about to talk about. I promise you, y'all are.
I feel that. Because, like, it's been blatantly clear that what we're doing right now ain't enough, man. It's just,
It's not, bro.
It's ridiculous.
Every single move you make, it just feels like the goalpost is moving further away. And like nothing that you do is moving in the right direction. I'm like, all right, cool. But I got a fix for that though. Like I got a whole fix for that. I'm like, I'm not doing it no more, bro. I'm done with it. Like I'm done walking in circles. I'm done walking backwards away from my goal, or walking towards my goal backwards and being turned around by every new thing that's coming along. I'm done with it. I'm finished, bro. It's time to move on. It's time to actually make a real change. But you know, it took way too long to get here. It did. And like everything was in theory. Yeah. It's always been in theory. It's always been, what if? But now it's like, we got to figure out if this is the real thing or not. Like I can't go on possibilities no more. Because if I die today, like I said in a previous podcast, the eighth universe is done. If I died today, ain't nothing you and Alyssa can do about the eighth universe. I'm done. The eighth universe is done. That's it. So like, for real, if I'm gonna be like Stan Lee, it's gonna take some sacrifices. Yeah. But nah. I just realized I'm jumping way too far ahead of myself, man. What's been going on with you, bro? Please tell me it's been something else other than work, dog.
Just trying to squeeze in what I can. But yeah, like, bro, had to double down, had to, put a couple things on hold, because it's this lifestyle. It's just, it doesn't work. Like,
nah, bro.
No matter how you spin it, how you try to flip it, if you're not
Nah,
going
bro.
all in on the craft, it's like it's like you trying to build a sandcastle and you got like little tweezers you trying to put one second,
Yeah,
please.
bro. The sand dry. It's bone dry. Desert sand. I don't know if you ever came across desert sand before, but that shit is like baby powder. And like you just out there joint trying to build a sandcastle with it. You out there putting it in a bucket, like, oh, this one is gonna work this time. It's gonna work this time. You out there spitting on it, trying to get it just come out just straight up just like powder. Like, bro, it's not working, dog. Like you can try to paint it any color you want. Like it's still not working, dog. It's not.
And it's like it it pains me that like the system, the infrastructure, whatever you want to call it. First of all, it doesn't teach you anything better. It forces, almost dang near forces you to be put in positions like these. And it's like if you don't go out there and learn it on your
Ain't
own,
near. It's built to force you to put you in those positions.
yeah. And it's
It's
like
built to make you a consumer.
if you don't get it on your own, that's it. You fall right in line.
Yeah.
Tired of tired. Sick and
But
tired of being
bro,
sick and tired, man.
I fuck man. I was just sitting at work one day, man, and this was this week, man, and I was just kind of thinking, just looking out the window, daydreaming. It was a sunny day, and I just remember like, yo, the weather said it's gonna be cloudy today,
Mm.
but it turned out to be like a real sunny day, like a gorgeous day, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm just sitting up there. I was like, yo, I would love to just be on the road right now, just like on two wheels, just going somewhere, just minding my business. I would love that. I would love to do that and not have a care in the world about what's behind me or what's in front of me. I would love to just get on two wheels right now. And like it's been kind of slow because people ain't. I ain't even gonna go there. I'm just gonna say people not buying the way they thought they would be buying in this warm weather season. They just don't. People ain't the right people ain't coming in. Is the best thing that I can say right now. Like you got a lot of people who got dreams of doing the same thing that I'm trying to do, but their priorities ain't right, so they can't get it. So like I'm just in that joint thinking about that, and then I get some clowns come in talking about some unreasonable numbers. They talking about like they want to be like, and bruh, it wasn't like it happens all the time. Like I ain't even about to sit up here and act like it's brand new or something. Like the situation is fresh. Like it's not. Like it happens every single day. But like at some point, like you just get tired of hearing the same stuff happen every single day. And I'm like, bruh. And I told my man today, like my manager, and I told her straight up, like, yo, I hate that I started working here.
Mm.
And he was like, he thought it was like, he took it personal. He was like, oh, whoa, where did that come from? And I was like, bro, like, you don't understand. Like, working here, I now see the dark side of humanity.
Oh,
Like, I see a side in humanity that I never wanted to see. Like never. Like I swear to God, I wanted to stay away from that side. I didn't even know it existed, Mark. Like I was like, I know people out here doing dumb stuff with money and making dumb decisions with money, but bro, I never seen this type of desperation for people who want something that's not even a need, bro. And they're irrational about it. Like some people want to fight you because they ain't got the credit to buy some, bro, or they ain't got the money in their pocket to buy something, bro. I'm like, yo, come on, dog. Like I'm dealing with this right now, and I'd rather be out on the road. I'm trying to sell you my dream, and you don't even have what it takes to take my dream to the next level. I can't even enjoy, I can't even share my passion with you because you too broke to do so.
I feel that. Yeah. and I don't. It's human nature. I believe to be. It's weird because
Hey,
like
can
you
you
have those.
hear
Hmm,
tomorrow right now?
nah, I can't.
All right, good, good.
Oh, that time did.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, so you said you heard her?
That time it was like a quick little, but I don't hear it no
I
more.
mean, she's consistently crying. So like,
Is that a
I don't
feature?
know.
It's like
Do
every
what?
time you talk, she'll come in, but like
Yeah, it's some shit that that Zoom, not Zoom, Logitech does to cut out the I'm not sure why it does that.
yes, um, but yeah, it's weird that in desperate times like that happens. Like the I'm talking about like the deep depths of darkness just comes out of people, and you have moments like that where they're just like it's no redemption. It's like I gotta do whatever I can to make someone feel my pain or just push my victim mentality on to somebody else. I feel like I'm a victim, so I'ma just be this negative person. I'ma come up here, waste Mac time. I'ma come up here and, spew all negative uh aspects of my life onto somebody else's dreams. Like what is that? How hard would it be to just come up and just work with somebody, be like, all right, even for your business, come up. I know I ain't got my credit up like that, but what can I do to work on it, or what do I need to do to get what I want?
Get your ass out of a power sport dealership.
It
It's the
blows.
reason why. It's
Mm,
the reason why the people who give the loans, the people who finance the loans, they say that, we look at this a little bit different. This is not a need for you. This is a want for you. There's a reason for that. Like why nobody is looking at it like, okay, well, if they're looking at the loans that way, then maybe I should be reconsidering what.
what I need, what I want, exactly. But I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is about being at that point of life, being that low. It instead of inspiring people to do better, to achieve better, to figure out, all right, this isn't what I want for my life, so how do I change it? People do the complete opposite. Like they sabotage their life even more, or like
Mhm.
you got people that's already got like 3, 4, credit cards, all of them maxed out, and they trying to swindle a bank to give them another credit card. And I'm like,
Right. And like, yo, you already behind. You already upside down. Like, what good does it do you to keep getting this money that you ain't got?
you're already in death. You already, don't have the money that you're trying to get from these companies, but yet you do it anyway. You're bottom of the barrel, and you're trying to make, I don't know, make it livable, make it your own thing. I just don't understand it. Instead of like trying to uplift yourself and getting out of that position, out of that, like at least we can sit here and say, we're trying our damn hardest to figure it out. But like there's people out here literally just like, I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly like done with it. Like I used to want
So,
to do my best to help people, but I think I did the wrong position, the wrong job in order to make that happen. Cause like right now,
mm,
I lost my patience. So I'm like, yo, y'all, my livelihood is depending on y'all.
mm,
Like real talk, I make commissions. Like my livelihood depends on y'all. Like these people. You know, I had a dude come in today. You know, he and I told the kid, man, the young guy that they had, like he knew, he can't present numbers yet, so like until he get his sales license, so they had me taking over the deal and kind of showing them the ropes and whatnot, man. And I told the dude, like, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't too confident in this. And he was like, why? The man came in with his friend. He came in with his mom. And I was just looking at the situation like, yo, like, something ain't right about this. And like, you know, it was little subtle stuff that I was picking up on. The mom, she was stank faced the whole time. She just walking around complaining on the phone, yelling at people about them being there. And that was yesterday. So I was just like, that's a little weird. You know, he had to do a credit app. He was supposed to be filling out his information in the credit app. He had his friend filling out the credit app. I'm like, what? Who's getting this bike? Like, what the hell is happening here? So you know, I'm looking at the situation. I told the dude that I was like, yo, you ain't got a sale here. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I need you to read the room. Like, it's going to be some familial stuff that's going to stop this from happening. He was like, okay, we'll see. We'll see. He's a young kid, you know, 20, 21 years old. You know, he trying to figure out life and whatnot. Good kid and all that, but you know, he ain't really cultured like that. So, like I told him, if we went with it and we got back to the table, and he ain't had the right credit, and I was like, go figure, dude. Like, this man, like 19 years old. Of course, he ain't got the right credit. Like, what are we talking about? He 19. Like, yeah. So he was supposed to be getting the cosigner, and surprisingly enough, he came back today with his grandpa. His grandpa put in the credit app. Instead of the grandpa doing the credit app, the mom came back a second day complaining, and she put in the information on the credit app for grandpa. And I'm like, see, here we go again. And I was like, watch what I tell you. Remember what I told you yesterday, young man? And he was like, yeah, I think we got something here. I'm optimistic. I was like, all right, be optimistic if you want.
Lord.
We got back to the table. The manager presented the numbers this time. And I was like, okay, if you think you bad, because I guess it's like the way I was talking about the situation, like they thought that I was gonna go over there and BS with the people. I'm like, I know exactly how this is gonna play out. You're gonna go over there and present the numbers, and the mom and the grandpa gonna start tripping about how all of a sudden they you know we got the money to pay it, whatever, blase split. We just trying to get good rates, quote unquote, trying to get good rates and shit. Like, I was like, all right, so you can get over there. That's gonna happen. It's gonna blow up. Manager went over there. I was like, all right, cool. I'm not, bro. I ain't upset that you taking the opportunity away from me. It ain't gonna be no damn sale for me anyway. Like, and he went over there and it blew up. And I was like, and the dude came back. He was like, bro, how did you do that? I was like, do what? He was like, you called it word for word exactly what was going to happen. How did you do that? I was like, dog, I have this strange misfortune of knowing people. And I had the strange misfortune of knowing people and had the idiotic idea to start working in sales. And these are the people that's in charge of my paycheck. I got to depend on somebody smart enough, brave enough, and rich enough to come in there to buy something in order for me to actually get paid. Bro, it took some practice to get here, but don't call it a blessing.
Big facts. That is, and it doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. Like, just sitting back and watching like life go, and like you see that, you see people, you see this constant formula or pattern in broke people. And it's like you can go your entire day just sitting back and be like, all right, this person's gonna come up to the cash register and they gonna act a certain way. And lo and behold, this person gonna act a certain way. You know, it lady goes to the cash register, her card declines or his card declines. See the one or two things. They ain't have it, they thought they had it, and now they about to make a big old fuss because the cash register said the cash register ain't got nothing to do with what money is on your card or how the card is read in their systems. They just the cashier. They just take your order. They just push buttons to put your order in, and they give you the total. Everything after that is it's on you.
It's like when people get their credit report back and they look at you like, man, nah, this ain't right. I'm like, all right,
Okay.
cool. Get a whole printout with your information on it that you put in, and the banks come back and say you not approved because your credit ain't right. And I'm like, all right, you can argue with it, but like, here's what we have. And obviously you ain't got what you thought you had. So like, what are we talking about here?
Where's the disconnect?
And like, I had a young guy today, and like he had good credit, and you know, he was like he was like real young too, like kid like 22. He ain't got no like too much established credit history, so they was looking at it like, yo, this one is risky. Like this is a young kid trying to YOLO. Like we ain't really feeling that. Like he gonna get some, he gonna wreck some, and it's not gonna be good for us. Like we not gonna make money off this kid. So for whatever reason, I don't know what it was, but they denied the loan. Multiple different banks denied the loan. He had like a 760 credit score, and they still denied it. I was like, damn, bro. Yeah, I was like, damn, like that's wild, dog. And he looked at me. He was like, man, so like if y'all can come down off the price a little bit, man, like we could be working with something. I was like, actually, you got two options. you can come across with a cosigner, or you can pay cash. Like you, but as far as financing this joint, like it ain't nothing that we can do to make them believe that you are capable of paying them this loan. They don't believe that you have the ability to do so. So the only thing you can do at this point is show them.
So, all right, people. We understand that we all are at this point in our lives where we've been working 9 to 5s. We've been trying to figure out this system thing to get ahead in life and just get to a point where we can buy the things we want. We can enjoy life and all this things to offer.
Well, I thought you were about to transition.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
We want that. We want that for you all as well. And in order to do that, you have to get your things in order. You have to stop relying on a job, because we're not prime examples. Your parents should be prime examples. Your kin should be prime examples. Just looking around in life should be a prime example that it does not.
Thanks.
You don't see the manager of McDonald's out here, taking vacations or enjoying time with his family because he has to be at work managing y'all. You have to get out of this rat race and do your own thing. And you may be able to do both. But it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be too much of a hard time. It's like building a castle, a sand castle, with tweezers, with bone dry dirt, with you working with powder. Your material is powder. So put all your eggs in a basket. Go for the gold. And like just focus on your craft. Dive deep in your craft and work on it. Because
I
nobody
really
else
wish you had
needs
let
to
me
say
get
it.
into that.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So I don't know. I got a wild hair up my ass the other day, just listening to Steve Harvey, and I don't know, he just said something, man, and it resonated with me a little bit different than any other time. And Alyssa, I brought it up to Alyssa, and she was like, Didn't we had this conversation already?" I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna keep having it until we learn this lesson." And she was like, Steve said, man, he was just talking about different things that people say, and we calling them, what did I name the joint? Give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up now. And I thought it was wild. They were loser statements. You know, he had 5 loser statements, and he started off his joint with that, and he was like, "These are things that you need to stay away from, and these are things that if you hear the people around you say, you need to change your circle." First thing, statistics say. Well, statistics say that no black man could ever do what Stan Lee did. Statistics say. Statistics say that there's never been a black kid from Lawrenceville who ever made a video game company. All us here, we blue collar. We don't do that. We statistics say that if you from Petersburg, you don't make it to success. Statistics say, you know, everybody got a statistic to blame for their lack of success. So, second one, maybe it's not meant to be. In conjunction with maybe it's not meant to be, I guess it wasn't the Lord's will. So, hey, you know, and with that one, it's just like, bro, like if you say it was supposed to be, if this is what you wanted, it was the Lord's will for you to have it. Just because you don't get it, don't mean that it wasn't His will. It means that you gave up on what He gave you. All right, you know, we'll move on. All right. So always have a plan B. that one irked me a little bit because there's always, you know, we as blue collar people, man, blue collar people always got a plan B. Always, every single situation, bro. We got so many plan Bs that anytime something becomes plan A, we plan for plan A not to even succeed in the first place because we got so many plan Bs. And when he said that, Mark, this man said, bro, like, why even come up with the plan B or plan A if you were just going to come up with a plan B anyway? Because if you come up with the plan B, then you don't want plan A to succeed anyway. Right. Like, you already put it to the universe that you know this is not going to succeed. So why are you even doing it in the first place? Why even try? Just go straight to plan B. And the last one was, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That one, this man, we all know Steve Harvey's story. This man literally gave up everything to do comedy. This man was making $35 a night doing comedy, living in his car for 3 years, dog. 3 years this man lived in his car, making $35 a night, driving around the country just to put his name out there. And I can't imagine somebody looking at him, like, knowing where he is right now. I can't imagine somebody looking at him right now or looking at him back then in his mid 30s, living in his car with kids now. Like, let's not graze past that, because we try to act like he was just a single black man doing his thing. This man had kids already and was living in his car. This man had a woman leave him because he wanted to follow his dreams. Like, let's not act like that wasn't a thing right there. Like, this dude was literally he literally was like, yo, this I'm going all in on this. He quit his job and said, I'm going all in on this right here. So that's why I ended up sending you the video, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to hit the Steve Harvey joint. Like, I can't record that joint and send it to you. So like, I gotta find something comparable to send to you, so that we can have something like some kind of relative common ground on the podcast. So and that's how I ended up on the Mamba video, man, when Kobe was talking about it, because like, it was real, bro. Like, he was like, bruh, dude was like, yo, like, while other dudes were out here just like trying to do other stuff and pretend, like, yo, y'all were pretending to be basketball players. I was a basketball player, and that's all I was. He was like, and that's all I was. That's all I am today. Like, like, I have nothing else, and I treated my life like I had nothing else.
Yeah, yeah. He got up there and he was like, you know, wow, he made it his mission to be better than everyone else, to be better than whoever was in his circle. He was like, while they're, you know, taking a lunch or taking a break or something, or they, you know, going on vacation, he's in the gym, he's at practice, he's working to be a better basketball player. And, you know, even after he made it, he still had that mentality. He didn't just, you know, make it to the big leagues and was like, all right, I'm here now. I can take it
Bro,
easy.
he
He's
was in
like,
the NBA
no.
with that. Like, he had gotten into the NBA when he developed that thought process.
And it was like, I don't know if it was the same video or a different video. Yeah, I think it was a different video of him. He was like, even though I guess they were playing on like a away team or something, he knew the guy that was on the away team, and he was like, if he comes near me, I'm running through him. And you know, everybody on the team was like, that's just Kobe being Kobe. But nah, dude posted up beside him and he ran through him. He was like, I don't, friend, foe, whatever, y'all are the same. If y'all get in the way of my goal, I'm running through you. And that's like, no one has that grit to go for their passion. Like, your passion has to be that serious that, like, if you don't succeed in it, it's dang near life threatening. And in some cases it is, because you don't succeed in a 9 to 5. You settle in a 9 to 5. You don't grow in it. You don't, you know, it pains me. Like, ugh.
Imagine how deep it is, right, for Kobe to already be in the league and look around and be like, yo, I know I'm not the best here. Like, I know I'm not. But whatever it is that I got to do to be the best, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. This man was watching game tapes. This man was like studying people, studying his opponent's footwork, like watching his opponent's games. This dude was buying tickets. Like, when he won't, like, on nights that he won't playing, this dude was buying tickets to go to other people's games so he could watch them, bro. Like, this dude was serious, dog. Like, he was literally the game. Like, being a part of the game. This dude was the game. He became the game. He was like, I saw what Mike was doing. I saw what Magic was doing, and I wanted to emulate that. I wanted to be better than them. So, like, to see, like, yo, just having that mentality, like, yo, like, I know I'm not the best, but like, I'd be damned if you forget about me.
Can you imagine what that does to, like, the opposite team's mental? Like, you playing your game. Out of crowd, you see somebody you gotta play down the match. They just sitting there in the crowd, just mean muggy. Not even mean muggy, just like analyze that.
Bruh, I've been there, dog. Like, I've been in conversations where people underestimate what I'm able to do. I've been in there. Like I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen firsthand. Somebody underestimate what I was able to do, and it was like, all right, this dude he ain't really about all that. Like he just this is the new guy. They introducing me as the new guy, and I'm like, okay, cool. All right, who I need to talk to? Like, which one of y'all? Who's who in this crowd right now? Learn who everybody is. I'm like, all right, cool. So but y'all, hey, for real, y'all thinking that y'all better. Like, I mean, let's talk about this. Let's like I can hang around in this conversation. Like, I'm not going anywhere. You're not about to scare me off, dog. So what I was trying to show them, like, yo, like you can say whatever you want, but like, bro, I don't even know you. Like for real, like nobody knows you, nobody knows me. So like, what are we really trying to do? Like, and then like with that being said, like they still not, they still don't even have anything to show for their career at the moment either. So I'm like, what was all that even about? I'm like, bro, at least I got something published. You was just out here drawing pictures,
Yeah.
talking about a book that ain't gonna never come. Like for real.
And I don't it I don't even know, man. Like in situations like that you know you're the new guy, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't even like a conversation of like, all right, let's see where your headspace is, or let's see where your skills at. You
Nah,
soon
bro, it
as
was
you walk
malicious,
in,
dog. It was
that's what
malicious, dog. I felt it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how you gonna grow or inspire growth if that's the type of atmosphere you bring in on day one, that you giving a person that's their day one, and that's the atmosphere that you set.
I'm just like, oh, watch this. I got you. Just keep
Right.
watching. Keep watching. I got you. I bet you they weren't expecting me to sell out on 2 conventions before they did. I bet they weren't expecting that. But
Ooh.
we ain't got to talk about it. We ain't got to talk about it with my new book. We ain't got to talk about it. But
But
yeah, bro,
but
like
mm,
I I was just looking at everything like, bro, like this is a real thing, dog. Like every single time that you try to do something outside of focusing on the basket that you're supposed to be focusing on,
mm,
your life falls backwards. I don't care what it is, dog. It just feels like no matter, and maybe this is self conscious. Like I don't know. Excuse me. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Maybe I'm cynical. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. But it just feels like whenever I'm not focusing on what I'm supposed to be focusing on, like damn stability. I don't care about that. Like that's not what we here to do. Like fuck the stability piece. Like I get that you trying to be stable and you trying to keep money in the bank account, but I'm just like, damn it, why can't we focus on where the money coming from?
yeah.
And like, if we're not making it, why can't we figure out how to make it? That's where I'm at right now. So I'm like, yo, every single time that I ignore my passion and I go try to chase corporate America because I need something stable, I fall backwards. But there's a lot of things that I was supposed to be doing with my life right now. A lot of things. I was supposed to be the greatest rapper alive. I was supposed to be the greatest rapper slash music producer alive, Mark. And that never happened. The Eighth Universe was sitting on the shelf for 13 years, 10 years before I started writing it. Like, and seriously started writing. And corporate America took over that too. Corporate America made that last longer than it was supposed to. I was supposed to be I was supposed to be a bestseller by now. But because I've been spending so much of my weeks, the 168 hours a week that I'm supposed to have working on my craft, working on my passion, I've been working in corporate America. I ain't even gonna tell you how many hours I worked last week.
it's discouraging. But we're not saying all this to bring you guys down to complain about this endless cycle, because you do have to have your workers. You're gonna have your workers. But for those who want freedom, who want that life, who want to accomplish everything they set out to accomplish, this is the place where you need to be. You need to find your community. You need to, like Max said, focus on that basket you're supposed to be filling up. Because it's no other way. There's no other way to succeed but to succeed in your craft. It it pains me to, like, as kids, the sky literally was the limit. Like,
Yeah.
what we couldn't see was the only limit that held a kid back. That holds a kid back. What they can't
Hell
see
no,
is
because the
their
kid will make up stuff.
exactly.
Kids will literally make up stuff, like, and they will make up all these imaginary things and all in this whole imaginary lifestyle. But then the adults come through and just be like, "That's not real." Do you see that in front of you?
Shut that down. Yeah,
Shut that down.
right. Like, I don't know. I was a very imaginative kid. Like, I remember mom taking me, like, Bible study. I'm like 4 or 5 or something. I can remember, like, me making like a figure out of the keys, and they're having like a whole fight scene and stuff in my head, and I'm just like, I know other people are out here like that. They can make whole movies, whole, Max one of whole universes in their heads, and it's a God-given talent. I don't know why we don't focus on that, but yet we're focusing on working at this job. Like, people are more godlike than they give themselves credit for.
Facts. Facts.
But it's not in the field that we focus on. It's more of creativity. It's more of just imaginative power. But, like, we want reality. We want money. We want, we want to work towards something. I don't know what the job does. What kind of seed it
Voodoo.
plants in you that just like, yo, if I
Fucking
work
voodoo,
here,
black magic.
if I work here all my life and I just break myself to work for this job, I feel some type of accomplishment at the end of it. What feeling do you have left at the end of your service of at the end of retirement? I'm just like,
I saw a dude the other day, and bro, this was sickening. This was sickening. There was another dude that I worked at Walmart distribution with, and I know that when my man, when I was there, he was there for like 20 some years. I remember him going across the stage during one of our general meetings. They called his name up and gave him a plaque for like 20 years at the time. Like, and that was 7 years ago, 7, 8 years ago now. And like my dude is still there, bro. Like, still there and still justifying his position now. Like, that joint is like top notch. Like, and he was there to trade in something that his son had got. His son had gotten too big for it. He was there to trade it in for something bigger. And like, when the conversation turned around to, all right, this is how much money we giving you for the joint because we can't find nothing online. or anywhere that justify the price that you asking for. So this is what we giving you. Bruh, remember he said the joint was for his son, and he was trading the joint in because his son couldn't couldn't fit in the joint. He outgrew it. So his son was out of a vehicle to ride in. This man looked at the joint with his almost 30 years of service, looked at the joint and was like, that's too low. I can't do it. I'm sitting here like, yo, you've been at this joint for 30 years. People swear by this job because when I got fired, it was, oh, well, we making $21 an hour, so you should be blase split. And I'm like, bro, get out of here with that. You making that much money, and now he claimed that he got a bigger position, which he was talking like it had boasted a bigger salary or something. But I doubt that. But regardless, like all that quote unquote money you got, like, and all that time that you put in, you would think that my man got some stuff buried away and ready to spend it, especially for something as big as a child's development. And like even for his child's development, he was still like, "Nah, I can't do it. That's too low." Yeah. So that's where society is at right now. That's what people doing right now. Like you out here, you just out here giving everything to the company that you work for, and you don't even work for yourself as hard as you work for them. Your boss said you be there at 8 o'clock. You get up for your thing. You waking up at 8 o'clock, and you gotta go mosey on down to the store. You gotta sit down and open up your newspaper and drink your coffee at the kitchen table. You gotta play with the dog. You gotta talk to your homeboys. You gotta play the video game. Like you gotta do all that before you get to work on the days that you're supposed to be working on you. You gotta do everything under the sun before you put yourself in front of the work that you're supposed to be doing. You gotta do everything else. Meanwhile, on the day that you work, you there early. Because the man said if you ain't here 5 minutes before the beginning of your shift, you fired. But because that joint got the stability, because that's where you go for your paycheck, that's the only thing you hear. Like you ain't even paying attention to the fact that on your days off, you're not even doing the things that you're supposed to be doing to get you to move forward. You just out here perpetrating. You just out here relaxing because it's your day off. And then you say something like, oh, I got to recover from the last day I worked. I got to recover. So like, for real, there's people out here, man, and you got the game twisted, dog. Like you chasing security. And I promise you, security ain't secure when at the end of your life, it ain't even enough money to pay for your funeral. Like I don't know how secure that is. Like,
It ain't. That is.
I mean, at least you got Rolex though.
That's the most biggest slap in the face.
Hey, you like that joke?
But no, that's real talk. That's like the biggest disrespect, biggest slap in the face you can ever imagine. You work for a company and you make it all the way to, just quote unquote retirement age. And like, you don't even make or have made or get back or whatever it is enough to pay for the end of your lifespan. But you put in all that work, all that time. And in some cases, depending on how you go out, you gotta, no, not even you, depending on who's left, they gotta fight tooth and nail to get the money you owe. They gotta spend money on lawyers and all this other stuff to get the money they rightfully owe you. But because of some type of slip hap, some type of loophole, or some type of something that they got over you, they get to keep that money.
Bro, I'm saying, I'm saying though, man, there's people out here who they get up, they late for work, bro, and they rushing down the highway and they risking their license
Lights.
and their safety, speeding down the highway 90, 100 miles per hour just to get to work on time and save their UPT.
Yeah.
It's the most sickening thing I've ever seen in my life, dog. Like for real, like you don't even get up for yourself like that. You don't even show up for you like that. You stayed in bed on your day off, and you got out of bed at like 11 o'clock and was just perfectly fine with it. And when you got up at
Midday.
11 o'clock, you just went and pissed the whole day away. You didn't even bother looking at the time. You didn't even
Facts.
bother. You was just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna spend this day chilling. I ain't gonna do nothing but chill today. I deserve to chill today. I deserve to drink a beer tonight. I deserve to sleep in, bro. For real, bro. I ain't even had the luxury of sleeping in. I woke up this morning at about 4:40 something, and I was like, bro, I felt bad. Like I felt like I was about to be sick, dog. Like, and it's happening way more often than it used to, and I think that's primarily because with our current situation, it's kind of hard to get everything settled down for the night. Like I literally like Alyssa just got Amara to stop crying like probably like 20 minutes ago. Like so, it's getting real out here, dog. Like and it's getting harder to maintain that. So like it's happening more often than it used to, but bro, I'm still getting up.
Mm.
Like I couldn't do my meditation and my motivation this morning, but I still had to get up. I still had to work. Why? Because bro, I started a job now that I work like 130 something hours a week out of 168. Yeah, bro. It ain't a game, man.
And it really ain't. But we treat it as such. We treat our own lives, our own passions as seconds
Hobbies.
or hobbies.
Hobbies. Ain't even important. I can stop it at any time, boss.
And it's so bad that like being foodies, traveling, seeing the world is seen as a hobby. Like it ain't even seen as like a legit thing or
Yeah.
something that is natural.
Bros can be out here getting paid for it. It's still and they still turn around to the job.
It's crazy.
And see, that's the biggest difference between us and somebody like Steve Harvey. Like you heard about the first time he got paid for comedy, right?
Mm.
That man got paid $20 and went to quit
Yeah.
his job the next day.
Mm.
He was like, "That's all I needed to see.
Mm.
I don't even know about the rest of this stuff. I don't even know why I do this stuff. Like I just want to tell jokes. I didn't want to tell jokes." And he's like, yeah, everybody was asking him, like, yo, are you losing your mind? Like, you had a good job, bro. Like, you had a cubicle job. You were out here making cake. You were smooth sailing. And my man was like, nah, I got paid telling jokes, dog. I'm going to do that.
We need more of that. That's
Hell yeah, bro.
that's how you supposed to live life. Like all you need is just one W, one win, one piece of evidence that your passion is worth something.
Mm-hmm.
Because after that,
Yeah.
you just keep doing it and getting better at it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You keep working at a job and your payment stays the same. You keep working at something you're passionate in. The more experience you get, the more you can charge, the more money you can make. Once something comes easy to you, you learn something else. You know, songwriter starts out with one song, puts it out. All
Yeah.
right, on to the next one. Now he
Yeah.
got 2 songs. He making money from both songs. Now he got 3, 6. He got a whole album.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3 albums. He just went platinum. Now his stuff is worth more. Y'all can do that with anything you're passionate about out here.
Oh no, you missed the fact that he did that because he focused on just that.
That too.
Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I sat back and listened to all of the greats. Like, I listened to all of them, bro. One of the most recent stories I remember was and you probably don't know my man, but this a dude name is Toby Nwigwe. You ever watched the newest Transformers movie?
Yeah, I know about Toby.
Oh, you know what? You know Toby?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
One
hell
of,
yeah.
yeah, he was at the ET conference we all went to.
Oh yeah. But yeah, bro, Toby, man, that man, $1,000 a week, dog. $1,000 a month. He was getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
CJ said it was $1,025.62. He was paying that man every single month. He said, I ain't do nothing but pay that dude that much money every single month. And like, there was no other action to be made. There was nothing else to be done. I said, bruh, you just need to be doing nothing but music. That's it. And he said, all right, bet. See, I ain't never made music before, but if that's what you think I should be doing, bruh, like for real, I'll go ahead
Let's
and do
get it.
that. How much you paying? How much? All right, cool, man. Like whatever, dog. Like, and so Toby got out there. Toby started making music, bruh, and like I was following them during the time, and I remember them saying like briefly saying stuff about it because like Toby was like new to the clique at that time, like, and he wasn't even in the squad. He was just literally like a employee of ETA. Like he was just like one of the new guys that came in, and like dude was literally doing nothing but music, like nothing else. Bro, you turn on the new Transformers movie, and Toby is in the Transformers movie and got the biggest song from the soundtrack with Nas and a contract to come back to do the next 2. Bruh.
Come on.
All because he did nothing but music. He focused on nothing but music, bruh. And like literally, I remember hearing him talk about it. I remember hearing my man get emotional about it. This man said he all he did was eat, breathe, sleep music. He focused on his craft. He focused on what he needed to write, what he needed to get off his chest. He told his story through the song. Had one of his homies making the beats for him, like, and he went in, like, and that's all he did. He traveled doing nothing but that. That's all he did, and this is where he came out. Et, same story. Et was, bruh, dude was he was making 6 figures at Michigan State. Like he had a 6-figure job at Michigan State, quit to do YouTube. Who does that? Who does that? He did nothing but what he was doing. Nobody believed in what he was doing but him, Carl, and CJ. That's the only people who believed in what he was doing. They did exactly what they were doing, and they found where they are today. I can't think of not one person right now that's successful who just happened to just fall into success. They all struggled and sacrificed everything else to do exactly what you see them doing today. Even the ones you don't think has a story. You look at somebody like a Kim Kardashian and you say, well, yeah, like for real, she fell into success. She fell on a dick and she became successful. But if you think about it, there's a backstory to why she even ended up in that situation in the first place. And mind you, there are average everyday women who can't even live with the pain of what Kim Kardashian had to even go through to get what she got. You can't even live through it. You can't even understand and empathize with it because it's probably tragic. Like for real, there's a lot of people right now, and whether they talk about it or not, and I like shit. I don't even want to talk about it because it's so dark of a thought. Like I'm thinking about like all the kids who came from Nickelodeon, like and they went through what they went through, bro. Like you don't even know, like like they had to sacrifice everything, like for real, like child stars. They sacrificed their childhood to become successful.
Yeah. Me and my homeboy was just talking about Michael. The reason why, Michael had all that stuff against him and the way he acted, there's an interview where, he's, putting bunny ears behind the interviewer.
Yeah,
He started so young. He never had a childhood. He
it
was
broke him,
literally
dog.
yeah.
It broke him. It broke him, but he did, but like to the point, like he did nothing but music. And that's what made him successful. He did music. All right, bruh, hold up. He did music so proficiently, so efficiently, and so effectively that he forgot to be an adult. He forgot to become an adult. He got locked into the time period that when he started music and was doing it so efficiently that he got stuck in that one age. Like mentally, he got stuck right there. Bruh. So when Kobe said, put your eggs in one basket and rock that joint out, Kobe said, reinforce the basket if you need to. Kobe said, add some fiberglass to the bottom of the basket. Put some more straws in the basket. I don't care what you need to do, but you need to make the basket bigger. Do something, but put all your eggs in there, because if you focus on just that one thing, then that one thing is going to take you to greatness. It don't take a million things to make one thing successful. It takes one thing to make one thing successful. And if you're putting all of your energy into one thing, if you first of all, let me backtrack. If you putting all of your energy into 5 different ventures, simple math here, five things, you got 100%, right? Break it down into 5 different things. That's 20% to 20% to music, you got 20% to photography, you got 20% to speaking, you got 20% to YouTube, and you got another 20% to streaming. I'm gonna tell you like this: the dude who's speaking for a living, he got you all day. The chick who focusing on nothing but photography, 100% on photography, she got you. The dude who focusing, or the chick who focusing on nothing but streaming right now, she got you. And I'm thinking about a chick like I don't know if you know her, bro, but her YouTube channel is I'm Lovely Low. I don't know if you familiar with a little Hispanic girl, but bruh, she blew up out of nowhere. It's almost like she blew up out of nowhere, Mark. But I went back and looked at her stuff, bruh. I went back and scrolled down. You know how I do. Like I just like I saw a video. She was out like walking in the park. Her and another YouTuber, bruh. They were like handing out like PS5s and Nintendo Switches and stuff just for Christmas. Like they just walking around the park with a wagon full of electronics, just giving these joints away. So I'm like, yo, how she become this successful? Like I'm pretty sure she just started popping. So I scrolled back. I went back, dog, and she was doing nothing but that, engaging with people. She was in the community. She was talking about the game she was playing. She was creating conversations with people. She made videos pranking real people. Like she was making a video, 2 or 3 videos a day for about 2 or 3 years. And now she's one of the most successful streamers in the world right now. So I'm like, all right, cool. She won't focus on YouTube. She don't edit her own videos. Okay. All right, y'all missed that. She don't edit her own videos. All she does is play the games.
Wow.
All she do is edit the game or play the games. That's it. All Kobe did was play basketball. All Mike did was play basketball. All the other Mike did was do music.
Mm.
And they were all successful because they focused on one thing. Now they branched out in some other stuff afterwards, but you know, that's neither here nor there. That's after the fact. That's after, and for real, like Kobe had a book out, and I don't think Kobe wrote the book. He didn't need to.
Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
All he had to do was play basketball.
All right. If this episode hasn't taught y'all anything, you know, just remember that in order to succeed, you have to go all in on one thing. You know, I understand the world is huge. You know, everything looks enticing. Everything looks, you know, in your reach, but you have to keep that tunnel vision. You have to be narrow minded that what I have right here, what I'm good at right here, right now, is what's gonna take me to success. And once I get there, let this be the platform I use to grasp everything else that I want. Set your foundation first and then build upon that. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, bro. Be intentional about your time, man. That's what this all boils down to. Just being intentional about your time. Like for real. Like some people like and most people aren't doing multiple things because they want to do multiple things, or they're not doing multiple things because they feel like they need to. They're doing multiple things because they just happen to fall into a routine where when stuff stop working, they just give up on it.
Mm.
Like stuff get hard and you just like, well, I guess that ain't gonna work. And I gotta catch a lesson in that same thing all the time. Like, yo, like for real, you stop doing that. Like stop just falling in the middle of the problem and just being like, okay, yeah, this is it. This is the big one. Like we going, like this about to take us out. Like, yo, you just work it out first.
Mm.
Like, let's not move on to the next thing and act like we gotta just sweep this under the rug. Like, no, we gotta figure this out. We gotta work through it. This is a challenge, and challenges come to those who are successful. Because if you can't figure out a simple challenge at the level that we are now, then it's going to be tough when we're making millions and millions of dollars and got a big company like Stan Lee had that's the size of Marvel with as many things as we got going on, so many different hands in the pot. It's going to be hard to figure out those challenges if we don't deal with these challenges right now and learn how to deal with them. So, bruh, for real, be intentional about your time. Be intentional about the things that you do. Whatever you spend your energy on, that's what you're going to get. So if you're you're allocating the wrong energy to the wrong things, you're going to move just a tiny bit and a whole bunch of different stuff. You're going to become that jack of all trades. You're going to be somebody who is a master of everything, or a master of everything, but don't have nothing in the long run. You got a lot of skills, and you will take a lot of skills to the grave with you, but you ain't gonna take a lot of money to the grave with you.
Great job. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is D. Aaron Mack. And before we go, please trample over that like and subscribe button. We do this for y'all because we love y'all. We just want to give y'all the motivation to be better than y'all were yesterday. And always remember that those who shy away from addressing the elephant in the room are doomed to be crushed by the weight of it. We love y'all.
Peace. Love y'all. See y'all next week.